Hello, and welcome to a special episode of Doom WAD Reviews. We have a two-part episode because the next WAD up in the series actually has two WADs associated with it. It's called Land 1 and Land 2, 2 being a sequel to 1. And the first one, Land 1, is the first level of Episode 2, and Land 2 is the second episode, or the second level of Episode 2. So I decided, let's just load them both up at the same time and play both of them. Judging by the file size, they're not particularly big, so let's just do both of them at once. They were made by the same person, so let's hop into it. So here we have Land 1. So, right out of the gate, pretty uninspired, right? No indication as to how I got here. Thin hallway. Kind of boring, but, you know, too early to judge. Hello. Okay, was not expecting that. Good little surprise there. But why this hell rock going into this gray, kind of computerish facility? Did we just descend into here? No, those were doors that opened, so... Now, one thing the text file did say about this one is that they didn't really use keys. That you'll have to figure out switch puzzles to move forward, which, sure, fair enough, but in my estimation, switches are one of those things that can go really wrong if you don't do them carefully. I've talked about it quite a bit in previous episodes. Why the Startan texture... Is that a mistake? I feel like this is a default texture and a mistake. Okay, well, we'll just head on over here. I think y'all can just shoot each other a bit. How's that? Ow! Okay, well, maybe I might need to take a more active role here. I'm good on ammo, kind of. Tell you what, let's... Why are these secrets? These are not secrets. Okay. Let's have a look-see here. Let me see. We've already found every secret on this map, and they were all just sectors that we had to go into anyways. Now, I do see a line down there on the map, back the direction we came from. Is that, somewhere we might end up going? I don't know. If we don't get there, I might IDDT the end of this map just to see what's out there. Okay, so we got a plasma gun, a chain gun, some cells. Ooh, I like this room. This room's pretty nice. Some little light posts with some eerie, creepy lighting flashing in specific places would be nice. It'd add a lot of ambiance to this. But I like the kind of irregular architecture, the weird angles. I notice we've got a door blue on the edge here, which I don't necessarily hate. Especially since the file did say that they don't really use keys. Oh, I saw a switch, right? Can I shoot that? Is this the kind of thing that they're gonna do? Shoot little switches? Okay, I'm running low on heat. Ammo's running a little tight. Okay. Go around the outside here. Some cells, some blue armor, a switch which is going to lower this entire thing. I had a feeling that was going to be the case. That was actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually kind of cool because the way this is designed, it kind of made it look like it lowered the first floor into the ground and brought the second floor down. Even though there is no second floor, it kind of gave that impression, which I thought was kind of neat. So anyways, where to? I think we got a door over here somewhere. This opened. Definitely running tight on ammo. Oh, good. There. We'll switch back to the chain gun now. How are we doing on cells? We've got some, but not a lot. So, pretty linear so far. That opened something back over here? Ah, yeah, there we go. This mashup of textures and wall and floor, ceiling and floor textures is very Deimos Lab. In fact, we played a WAD at the beginning of this series, very similar to that. Okay, finally a little ammo. Okay, so now we finally have a choice. Or do we? Never mind. It seemed like we did, but we don't. Not crazy about that right there. Let's see here. Narrow, kind of linear maze. Ugh. Oh, and by the way, according to the text file, the name of this map stands for LANDMINE. I don't know why that is. Maybe we'll find out. Very tight on the ammo, though. You know, chainsaw. I'm probably going to be using this a lot, I imagine. Okay, so that switch back there opened to this other door. Teleporter, yep. And we're back at the beginning, but this brings us to here. Hi. So, I see we've done some work with the BSP to make them not be able to see me right now. Oh, there we go. That's right. You shoot each other. Eh? What's up, buddy? Really feel like I should be taking damage right now, but I'm not. And now we've kind of gone into an episode 3 kind of motif. No lower unpeg on that door track. Still, very linear, no choices to be made. It's just from one switch to the next. How am I doing on health? Getting a little low. Okay, I heard something open back here. Just take these two out. Probably need to start thinking about using the shotgun again. I've got plenty of ammo. Okay, so where does that put us? I've hit both of those switches. I guess the only way to go is back. That's where I came from. Is this new? Oh, yeah. It's totally new. Okay. Okay. Nope, that's a dead end. Kind of like the way that looks with the blue and the blue. It's just, it's very blue, but, you know, it kind of works. You know, they could have mixed it up with some computer stuff. There are other bluish textures you could have mixed in here. Okay, so a switch opens a door back this way somewhere. No. Yeah, this was it. Okay. Take a look back this way. Looks like there is some potentially stuff back the other way I didn't see. That probably should have been marked as a secret. And not the things at the beginning. Right here? Okay, well obviously that's going to open at some point. It's just a question of when. See, I haven't been this way. Okay. Still, this maze is just going on way too long. It's not even a maze, it's just entirely linear. You cannot possibly get lost in here. Alright, so something else opened back here as well. Ooh, wait a minute. Specters. Ooh, lost souls. Always very handy to have a chainsaw for those guys. Let's see, is the Cacodemon even going to come down this way? This is kind of tight quarters for a Cacodemon. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Well, I'm not really hurting on health anymore. Looks to me like the only way to go is back. Yep, stuff has definitely just opened all throughout here. Let's see, this is new. They've been giving me quite a bit of cells. I haven't really had cause to use them yet. Let's see. So just a room with a bunch of pillars, enemies hidden behind them, a little hard to navigate and fight effectively. Not terrible. They could have mixed up the textures a little bit here. Was there a switch in here? Hidden? Yeah, there it is. Again with the BSP manipulation. Don't know if it was intentional or not, but how you doing, buddy? We good? Here? That I don't hate. Like, it lowered all those pillars with enemies on them, but one of the pillars had a different floor texture that you could run across, indicative that that does something. And it's not a teleporter, it opens this. I don't hate that. It's kind of like a floor switch. In fact, I might use that paradigm in one of my own WADs. Okay, so did we get another one? Another lowered floor with a special texture? Yeah, we did. Oh, yikes. Okay, this calls for the plasma rifle. Yeah, I just wanted to clear stuff out a little bit there. There you go, buddy. Oh, is he trapped on that square? Kind of looked like it. Now we've got another one. Man, I wish I had a rocket launcher. And that's the first level. I have no idea why it's called Landmine. Very linear. At least it was a little bit more open than Kill 'Em All. And it had a little bit of room to have some neat gimmicks and I'll say at least somewhat intriguing usage of textures occasionally, but overall I wouldn't call it good. So let's see what the second level has in store. Okay, so we're back to that kind of Deimos Lab kind of theme with the gray stone wall and the blue ceiling. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not going to take any of this because I don't need any of it. Nope. Nope. Again, no lower unpeg on these to keep the tracks from moving with the door. Just always kind of looks amateurish. Okay, well, right out of the gate we have a door that is going to open from a switch. And see, this is the wall I was talking about. Throwing some of this in with all that blue last time would have been nice. Kind of interesting to break it up with the skull slad texture. Oh, okay, that opened. Did multiple doors open? Some of them are opening from tripwires, others are opening from pressing switches. I can definitely tell where they've taken cues from, you know, actual levels that are in Doom. They're just stitched together in not great ways. Okay, I was gonna say, that the floor probably should hurt me. Uh-oh, did all these open? Scary. Did I get him? What does that do? Open to that. So it's just the same, finger quotes, puzzle again, just one door deeper? No. No, there's nothing in all of these. Yeah, okay. So, back this way, maybe? Now this raised, then it's a different switch. I guess you'd have to be at least somewhat observant to notice that. It's not a huge stretch, though. Now, is this going to hurt me? No. See, when I'm making WADs, I tend to stick to nukage and lava are painful. Water and blood are not. That way I can have an animated floor texture that you're meant to, you know, travel on. That I don't have to worry about, you know, making sure the player has enough health or radiation suits to do it. But no, nukage and lava, you're getting hurt. Okay. So there's the plasma rifle for those of us starting from a pistol start, which is not me. Okay, we got a door here. Some stairs going up here. Again, definitely taking cues from actual Doom maps here. This is giving me kind of Pandemonium vibes. Okay, we'll just make sure he's not there to be taking pot shots at me. These just narrow corridors, they're all the same height, they're all the same width, they're all right angles, they're just not that interesting. And like, this room's pretty bland. Alright. Take care of all of those. Now, what do I do? Okay. I like it. Do all these come down like that? Yeah, those two connect. Okay, can't open that. This becomes a game of what can I open? Okay, I can open that one. And it's going to be a single switch that brings me out here. Let's see. Can't open that. Oh, when did that open? Wait, did I come up? Now I'm getting confused. Did I come out of this? I don't think I did. Yeah, no, because there's an enemy there. And this is where we're seeing the problem with symmetry. It's easy for the player to get turned around. exactly did that open? There's a door up there that hasn't opened yet. What is that? Did that close on me after I went through a certain place? Yeah, that was open and it has since closed. I've been in there. I've been through all of those. Okay, well, according to this, I've seen everything there is to see in this room. See, that's not a particularly good puzzle because there's no clear indication that you've solved it. That something positive happened, that the way forward has moved. And this is what I was talking about at the beginning, how you gotta be careful with switch puzzles, because if you don't do them carefully, they can be really not good. The player should not have to stop the action to figure out whether or not they've solved the puzzle or not. It should be immediately apparent when you've solved the puzzle. There needs to be some kind of indication. And there was no indication that I was done with that room, other than to look at the map and go, well, there's really nothing else here on the map. So these are... Is this the same room, it's just new doors have opened. Ow! Alright, we're just gonna use some of this ammo. Just to use it. No particular reason. Is there a way to get in there? Oh well. Now, presumably... There's gonna... Tell you what, let me go back to the beginning and grab some of the ammo and stuff that was there. Yeah. Because I am out of the shells now. Okay. Okay, so trying to move along here. This door has opened now. That's probably... That opening up was probably the reward of solving that puzzle in that room over there. There's just no way to indicate that. I figured that's probably what happened, because where else could I go, but... Okay, so coming in here... Clearly there's no... Yep, now this opened. And this gets back to something I was talking about in a recent episode as well. It was at the end of Eternity. It's the walkover triggers that don't have really any indication as to where they are, just that you have to hit them to move forward. It's not great. Like, you gotta give the player a sense of agency, like their choices matter. And I'm not getting a lot of that out of this WAD. Going down. And down, and then immediately back up. Where are you? There we go. Going down a tight elevator like this to a place you've not uncovered is always kind of nerve-wracking, because you don't know which direction is going to open up at the bottom, so that can always be a good little set piece. And again, this is just another little room. This is effectively the pillar room again, just slightly different. Okay. Still pretty linear here. Something back over this way opened. All the way back around? Not there. Okay. I guess this eye kind of acts like a milestone or a way to orient yourself, so I'll give props for that at least, considering what we were talking about earlier about getting turned around because of symmetry and whatnot. That's a nice little way of giving a visual indicator as to where the player is located relative to the rest of the room. Let's see here. Problem is these hallways are so tight that there's no room to dodge. And see, here, switch opened and there, no, there's another switch. A lot of monster clauses I'm noticing too. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so now a lot of these pillars have dropped. Does that mean I can get to places I couldn't get to before? I don't necessarily hate this little maze puzzle. I do wish it were a little less linear, because there's really not... I think at most there was a choice of 2 ways to go, and one of them ended pretty quickly. Ooh, I'm getting it. Alright. So we got that, and then I think this opened up. Hi, how you doing? Cool. Now what's behind these pillars? Rockets? A BFG... Lots of rockets and a BFG. Which begs the question, what could possibly need that much firepower? Nothing in this level. Well, I did not expect an ending there. 0% items? Now wait a minute. I have questions. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's nothing after that. So hold on, I want to see something real quick. I want to go back to 2-1. I want to look at the map. I don't see anything weird. Let's go to 2-2. Yeah, no. Well, I don't know. I mean, 0% items, that's weird. Just trying to collect my thoughts a little bit on that now. I wish I could say I had a good idea of why the maps were called LANDMINE. So let's talk about these in the scoring, because I think there's going to be a lot of similarities drawn to Kill 'Em All, the last episode. So let's just go ahead and hop into the scoring. Okay, so let's talk about design. Design-wise, they're very similar to Kill 'Em All, very linear. The only reason why I'm going to give them a 1 out of 3, and that's going to be my score, a 1 out of 3, is because there were some more open areas, and there were some attempts at pulling in design elements that were used in Doom. Some of the like little mazes or the room full of pillars with enemies hidden behind them, you know, the tight elevator drop, you know, just ways of creating tension. They tried. But overall, all of the little set pieces that kind of got my attention were attached just by linear 64 pixel wide, 128 pixel tall hallways with a bunch of right angles, very bland, very linear, basically never any choice of where to go. You just the text file talked about, oh, you know, you got to figure out what switches do what. There's only ever one switch at a time that you throw, and only one direction that you can go that you haven't gone, so you know what it does. You know, there's not a lot to figure out there. It's just a press forward until you win, which is oddly prescient for the time that it came out in, right? Who would have thought that first-person shooters would end up going that direction just as a matter of course? But, I mean, I'll give it a 1 because it did try some things, and it did have some more open areas, so I could kind of move around and fight a little bit. Yeah, definitely a 1. Detail, also, still just a 1. Texture usage was kind of all over the place. I did recognize some of the set pieces taken right out of Doom. A lot of that kind of graystone, blue computer floor and ceiling stuff, like, is kind of directly out of Deimos Lab. Which, you know, appropriate for a episode 2 WAD. Some of the hellish set pieces, you know, the wood walls with the fleshy cages and the metal bars, very pandemonium. So, I mean, I recognize those kinds of details. Now, they didn't take a lot of risks in that regard, and to be fair, it was all over the place. You'd go from one room looking like the Deimos Lab to the next looking like a hellish room to the next all fire and blood, and then back you've got some, like, tech-based stuff. It just kept changing. It wasn't really consistent and flow together all that well. Stuff was misaligned, you know, door tracks are moving with the doors. Just, it didn't congeal into something that looked visually appealing. There were little moments that I could identify, so, oh, that looks cool, or, oh, that looks cool, but I can't take a step back and look at the whole WAD and go, man, that looked cool, you know? And it's funny because there's not a lot of textures that come with Doom, but you can do so much with what little is there. Like, you go look at some just really impressive WADs that really made use of what little was on offer, and just using them in interesting ways. Just, you know, you can get better than what was on display here, so I'm giving it a 1. Fun, also a 1. The fights were a little better than Kill 'Em All, but overall it was still just a linear, you know, just kind of shoot 'em up, you know, very linear, not a lot of room to move in most cases. Certainly didn't give me much in the way of shotgun ammo, but I had plenty of ammo for the plasma rifle. They seemed to give me cells around every corner. And I didn't even use it as much as I probably could have. I guess I was anticipating a climactic fight of some kind. Right there at the end with the BFG and all the rockets and everything, I was like, man, am I about to fight a cyber demon? Like, what's going on here? Nope. It turns out that stuff was probably just meant to fight the Baron and 2 cacodemons that were in that room. Not even remotely necessary for that fight. So, yeah, gonna give it a 1. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. Honestly, forgettable. You know, kind of forgettable. So, you know, overall score is going to be a 4 out of 10 with the free point for making the WAD. Always lots of respect for any WAD maker, especially in those days, who would take the time to learn the tools, go through the painful process of actually making and testing the WAD bit, and just having it land on one of these collections. You know, I'm sure the author may not even be aware that it's on this collection. That happened a lot back in those days. So there you have it, Landmine 1 and 2. Maybe there were more of these. Maybe there was a 3, 4, 5. I don't know. They're not in this collection if there are, and I'm not really going to go looking for them if it's just more of that. So next time we'll just move on with the next WAD in the collection. So like and subscribe to keep up with this series, and until next time, rip and tear.